Flip. Sick. All right, so welcome On the Move members and subscribers. We have a fun video here today, an incredibly informational video as this one pertains specifically to one of our subscribers. I am incredibly happy to make this to be able to get the flow of the channel that's kind of like gaining traction, the On the Move channel here. We're about ready to hit 1,000 subscribers. There's many different platforms that I have on social media that most people do, and I do use all of them, and I do interact with as many people as I can, especially on welding, because I want to be able to give the best knowledge or lead welders or young welders in the right direction. I am human. I might not give completely accurate advice, so if you are an experienced welder and I do say something a little off kilter, feel free to leave a comment in the video. With that being said, let's jump to it. For the title of this video, it's giveaway and welder reviews. So if you are watching this, follow along here, enjoy the video, and we are going to be doing a giveaway in this video, as well as welder reviews, as the question that I have that was given to me pertains to welding machines. So for this video, as I have my documentation here, I want to be able to give off the most accurate information as I can pertaining to a comment that we have. So, I'm Derek Wells. I have the business Weld Pro. I got out of the Marine Corps in 2015 and been welding ever since, and before then I was welding as well. So I've got a pretty decent amount of knowledge, but of course I want to make sure that my information is correct, that I'm kind of giving out and sharing with anybody. So what is this? I have, if you guys don't know, I have the channel Weld Pro, right? Or On the Move. The business is Weld Pro. I do have a website, so you guys can go visit that. If you go to On the Move YouTube channel and you go into the description, it'll give you my social medias, it will give you my website and different ways to be able to contact me. One of our subscribers here has sent an email to the website. So I want to make sure that this is a priority. I want to make sure that my customers are priority. And I want to make sure that you guys as subscribers are getting good, accurate information, and that we're responding back and forth to each other to be able to help anybody out. So who do I have here? If I butcher your first name, my apologies. For the rest of the video, I will refer to you as your last name. I'm just going to get to the giveaway right off the bat as well, because the giveaway should go to the person who's engaging the most with all the platforms, right? So not only are you engaging with the YouTube channel On the Move, you're also going to the website Weld Pro, and you've done your due diligence, and you deserve a giveaway. So Ryan Olson, R-Y-N-E. I'm saying it Ryan. I hope that's correct. If I'm not, my apologies. That's why I'm going to continue the rest of this video with your last name being Olson. So, Mr. Olson, I'm going to, if you're watching this, leave a comment, email me back your size of gloves, and I'll send you free of charge. I'll take care of shipping and everything. I'll give you a pair of TIG welding gloves, or leave me a message, say what you want and a size. I will get that to you. Send me your address, and I will ship you a free pair of welding gloves on me. So if anybody else is watching this, to engage with the channel and to be able to kind of help grow this and get us over 1,000 subscribers, leave a comment, subscribe, follow the social medias, go to the website, be a customer, interact with the channel, and let's do some giveaways. I have no problem doing that, being able to help anybody out. Maybe a pack of tungstens, or I don't know. Let's see what happens. Let's see what we can give away. So, Mr. Olson, I'm going to read your message here, as it is excellent, and I think that we can all learn from it. So the message is, "Hey Han, I watch your YouTube videos on your welding. Your beads look slick. I am a welder by trade as well. I use a Miller Dynasty 300 at work, which is an awesome machine. I am looking to purchase my first TIG machine for my own use, but the Millers are just expensive. I see you're using an HTP brand. How do you like the machine and would you recommend it? Cheers. I love my HTP. I've been using this machine for 4 years now. Excellent workhorse. I have passed certifications on it, visual inspections, x-ray certifications. I've done aluminum, AC/DC, water cool. It's a power horse. For 221, it's excellent welder. I can't recommend it enough. So for me, on the price point, I have personal friends and family members that use the HTP machines, and everybody loves them. That's how I bought it. Same kind of scenario. I was recommended and referred to HTP. I did call them. You know, they're right. You know, for me in my area, they're about 45 minutes east of me. I do talk with their customer service regularly. Excellent customer service. Great machine. But as the question does refer to the Miller Dynasty 300 that you are using, I did some research on that. I have plenty of experience on Millers as well. Excellent machines, and I can't agree with you more. They are incredibly expensive. They're very expensive. Miller is not a cheap machine by any means. So I guess that kind of opens up the question for Miller Dynasty price point is just up here. There's all these other machines, you know, so for your first TIG machine, for what are you buying? What are you using it for? You know, there's a lot of variables that kind of go into that. But for an at-home welder, you want to get the most bang for your buck. You're spending your money on it and you want to get something quality that you're going to use, that you're, you know, whoever you're working for or maybe doing a project on, you want it to be quality. You're obviously a welder in your own shop, so you know the ropes and how to use a machine. So you might be a little picky as well as I am. So I kind of wanted to kind of go over some price points and price differences from different machines and applications, different machines that I have used as well, and kind of just share that knowledge, you know, through the video. You know, anybody else who watches this, if you have something to say or your own recommendation, leave it in the comment. You know, that's the whole point of the channel, being able to share and communicate with the welders and help, you know, our younger welders or our older welders or TIG, MIG, stick, you know, whatever you got for any kind of information that you want to share, leave it in the comment on the video, share the video. It helps, you know, it really does. All we can do is kind of share our knowledge and be able to boost one another and, you know, grow fabrication in America, right? So for the Miller Dynasty that Mr. Olson is talking about, Miller Dynasty 300 AC/DC, complete with wireless foot control. It's expensive. I mean, this is a 300, and I have this off of Miller's website, or my apology, I do not have this one off Miller's website. I did price break a couple different welders off different weld sites. HTP is from the HTP. We'll review the HTP machine. HTP is from HTP's. The Miller Dynasty here I do have off of Bakersfield Gas. And then there's Air Gas, WeldStar. You know, there's many different ways you can buy a machine. Some people have a machine different, price breaked, cheaper, more expensive, consumables, water coolers, the cart. You know, so I'm gonna give the Miller Dynasty 300 price. You know, take it maybe with a grain of salt. It can fluctuate a little bit from site to site or where you buy it from. So the Miller Dynasty 300 AC/DC complete with wireless foot control. Now the wireless foot control is a little bit more expensive. But that's what Baker's Gas had. Miller Dynasty 300 is just shy of $15,000. That's expensive. I don't have $15,000. And the ROI, if you're buying it for an at-home process, are you making money on it? Are you using it for fun? Are you using it for knowledge? I guess you have to ask yourself all these questions. What are you trying to get out of your machine? What are you willing to spend? If you got the money, great. If you don't got the money, where can you save a dollar and still be happy with your outcome? I do recommend buying, a little bit of something with quality or that has a good reputation or a good customer service, because starting up a welder and getting to a piece of work and having problems with it is the worst, especially on, saving time. Time is money. You want to be able to turn your machine on and just get to welding, right, to fabrication. So Miller Dynasty 300, $15,000. I own Miller. Got one sitting right here. I don't know if it's in the frame of the video. Excellent welder. That's my MIG welder, my Miller-Matic. Awesome welder. I did splurge for my MIG welder. I do like a good MIG welder. I did want Miller. I did go ahead for it. It wasn't too bad, so I did do that. But for a Miller TIG welder, 15 grand is steep. I can't do a Miller. I'm not going to do a Miller on a TIG welding machine. I'm going to tag the welding manufacturers in this video as well. So Miller, hey, you guys got a great machine. Everybody loves them. All the big companies are using them, but you're pricing out a lot of your clientele. Miller's great. Miller, if you guys do watch this, love them. Absolutely love a Miller. But I mean, even myself, I've owned the business Weld Pro for 4 years, started up from the ground up. I've got good customers. I have to have the quality, but your price, I don't know. I'm not there yet. I personally can't swing a Miller. And if I'm going to recommend a welding machine to somebody that's starting off or home use or even starting a business, I don't know if I still would recommend a Miller, just because the ROI is so steep on that. So that leaves me into the HTP. Let's do an HTP review. Now I did get this, and I did do the review of the HTP 221 Invertig that I have and I use. So I wanted to be able to share exactly what I'm using for the recommendation and to answer your question, right? So the HTP Invertig 221 AC/DC dual voltage water cooled, right? Now, I bought this machine 4 years ago and paid full price. It was just shy of $5,000. I think I did have a mail-in rebate on it. So on here, free shipping, 30-day money-back guaranteed, 3-year warranty. A warranty is excellent for these Invertig machines. If the board goes out, you might as well buy a new welder. The price to repair a welder on these are practically computers now. It's expensive to do repairs. So the 3-year warranty is excellent. This machine, Invertig 221, list price is just over $4,800. So let's just round up. Let's just say $5,000. With that being said, right now there's a discounted price. So if this video gets out to you sooner than later and you're interested, this welder on their website from HTP with water cooler is just over $3,300. So $3,300 compared to a Miller Dynasty 300 is night and day difference. $3,300 compared to $15,000, the ROI is exponential on that. if you're doing at-home welding, practicing, learning, building your skills, maybe do some side work, you have a customer, $3,300, you'll make that quick. You know, time is money. Your fabrication skills, you know, that's an art. And for $3,300 to get an HTP 221, excellent welder. I would recommend an HTP. I'm also going to be tagging HTP in this video. If you see this, HTP, phenomenal. I love you guys. I love talking and communicating with you guys. Your equipment's great. It's quality. Your customer service is on point. You know, they're human. If they make a mistake, you can call them up. I had this, I'll share this story with you. Maybe a few months ago, I got a new TIG torch made specifically for this. Called them up, said this is what I wanted. It came in a couple days. Noticed that my welds were kind of, the gas coverage was a little iffy. Wasn't sure about it, took it apart, found out that one of the fittings was a little boogered up. Called their customer service up, told them the problem, sent them pictures through email. They instantly sent me a new one free of charge within 2 days. I think it was 2 days only because I kind of messed with it for a day. So excellent machine, great quality. I think it's a great price for an at-home quality welder. So $33, let's just round it up, $3,400 right now with great customer service. I recommend HTP. I do like my HTP. I would recommend HTP. So I did want to compare all of these to kind of the welder that I'm using as a 221. I did also research the Miller Dynasty 210. I have a ton of experience on the Miller Dynasty 210. The Miller Dynasty 210 and the HTP 221 is, I think, in my opinion, comparable. So that's why I did want to give kind of a price range or a price breakdown for the Dynasty 221 as it is comparable to the HTP 221. So Miller Dynasty 221 TIG welder, with water cooler. I'm not sure if the cart is added in this price. It doesn't say. I'm not going to split the video here. I want you guys to make sure that, you know, I'm talking or filming this all the way through. So the Miller Dynasty, it's not talking, oh, down here, very small, and running cart. So this comes with, so this is the price, machine, water cooler with cart. Now this is not giving the consumables package, so this price is not going to have your TIG torch and leads and foot pedal. So this price that I'm going to give you, remember, you're going to have to add on your consumables. So the Miller Dynasty 221, which is comparable to the the Miller Dynasty 210, which is comparable to the HTP 221. Miller Dynasty, $8,500. Now you're gonna need your consumables package. You're gonna need a torch and a foot pedal. So, you know, add on, you know, depending on what you get, depending if you're getting a cord or a cordless foot pedal, your length of TIG torch, and then consumable package that goes in with this, you know, you're looking at $9,000. $9,000 for a Miller Dynasty 210, comparable to the HTP 221 Invertig at $3,400. Less than 50%. Like it's like a quarter of the price. more than that, but whatever, you get the point. Once again, Miller Dynasty, excellent machine, very steep price. Your ROI would be hard to make do with that for an at-home welder. So once again, I said HTP still beats Miller Dynasty on a price comparable as well as performance comparable. Miller, once again, excellent machines, love them, but you're pricing that home user out. So I get it, I understand it. I can't recommend it for this video though. For when someone asks me, Derek, I'm looking to buy my first welder at home. I've been welding forever. I weld on Miller Dynasties. Totally understand. You know, okay, you got someone trying to buy their own machine, their first TIG machine. It's expensive. It's too expensive. So with that being said, Miller Dynasty, excellent machines, heavy on the price. HTP, excellent welders. I have the majority of my use between Miller and HTP. I gotta recommend HTP. Excellent, excellent welder. I did want to kind of throw in kind of a ghost machine, I'm going to call it, because this is the machine that a lot of people are talking about right now. It's all over social medias, myself including. I have a little bit of experience, and if I have experience on it and can give, you know, a small review on it, I will. Take this review a little bit with a grain of salt, as I'm going to give my opinion. So opinion-based comment here. Everlast, right? The green machines. I have used an Everlast, and I was very happy with it. I used it for one job, one day, so I don't have the experience, you know, I don't have the experience or knowledge on it of big jobs. Used it for one day in a shop. I was invited in to do a job. Excellent welder. Arc control was great. Setup was great. The machine is technical. You can set on the Everlast your upslope and downslope. It has tons of settings. I have personally talked with Everlast's customer service and salesman on the phone as well. I'll get into that. So for right now, my opinion on Everlast. Excellent welders. For the one day of use that I did use it, excellent welder. I have talked to other people that use them. They're very happy with them too. I have researched the reviews on Everlast. It's actually hard to find a bad review. So if you're spending your money, do your research, do your due diligence. You know, you're spending your money, you need to trust your own gut instinct. Everlasts are cheap for the price. I'm not gonna say cheap, they're not cheap. When you're comparing an Everlast to something like a Miller, it's night and day difference. I'm not gonna use the word cheap, it's just, it seems like a great quality machine for the one day that I used it. And for the price, it's enough to make me do the research on Everlast. So I do have this one here because this is a comparable. So if we're kind of comparing these smaller machines a little bit, I did want to, you know, look at this one. So this Everlast here that I have that we're kind of doing a comparison on between the Miller Dynasty 210, the HTP 221. I have here the Power TIG 255 EXT. Now this is not the machine that I used for that one day, but I am looking at it. I am comparing it to the Miller Dynasty 210, the HTP 221. So here's the Power TIG 255 EXT with water cooler, with cart, and the Nova kit. So it's a bundle package deal for $2,700. So for about $500-600 cheaper. Now, of course, taxes is not included, I'm sure, on these prices. I'm not positive. So maybe take my prices with a little bit of fluctuation involved. But Power TIG 255 EXT with water cooler and cart and Nova kit out the door for $2,700. That is enough to make me look at. And I also wanted to kind of clarify, and I'm kind of jumping the gun with this video because I wanted to make this video to give the best knowledge is here and to give my recommendations. But later in this year of 2025, I'm going to be buying an Everlast as I do a decent amount of aluminum, and anybody who welds aluminum knows that you got to have the power. You know, if you're going to do thick aluminum. I have been caught in some situations of doing very thick aluminum and needing to either rent a bigger machine or to use another shop. So with that being said, I'm personally looking at right now the Everlast 400 EXT with water cooler, cart, and Nova kit. So the bundle package is this, just the 400. And that one is $4,000. A Everlast 400 comparable to a Miller Dynasty 400. I mean, the price break is insane. I'm going to buy an Everlast this year. I'm going to buy Everlast's largest machine, roughly $4,000. If I were to buy a 400 Miller Dynasty, it's something like $23,000. And I don't have $23,000. So, Mr. Olson, I hope that answers your question. I hope that helps. I hope you see this video. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for the email that I got. I did get it. I do want to give a review. I do want to take my time and be able to give the best informational videos that I can for viewers like yourself. If there are any other welders that are watching this video that it gets out, you know, you have your own suggestions, own advice, leave it in the comments. You know, the channel here On The Move is based off of helping welders. I do post a lot of my hobbies as well, skydiving, motorcycle racing, running, sports and stuff. So, you know, my apologies if you are here for specifically welding, and I do kind of fill the page with sometimes my hobbies. I like it. That's why I named the channel On The Move and not Weld Pro. So the business is Weld Pro, channel's On The Move. You know, I like helping anybody out that I can. For you, Mr. Olson, this video is specifically dedicated to you. I hope that answers your questions on HTP, your Miller Dynasty, maybe some comparable welding machines as well for the Everlast, kind of some price break differences between machines. Remember, where you buy your machine, you might get a little bit of a discount. WeldStar is my gas company. Excellent customer service, supplies, gas, welders. I love WeldStar. That's who I use. If I'm going to buy something, they're the first people that I ask. They're the people that I also recommend use. Of course, Airgas is great. Bakersfield, the websites are just as good. You buying a machine directly from the site probably gives you a better warranty. Think about that. So that's kind of the video for today. Remember, Mr. Olson, greatly appreciate you. Leave a comment in this video, shoot me an email, or direct message me. Get me your address. I'd love to send you some gloves or something free of charge. So stay in contact. And then, hey, for all the viewers that do see this and do want to ask questions or give any knowledge, I'd be happy to share anything that I have or do any research on my background. So this does take time, and I love doing it. This is what I do in my spare time. I research welding stuff and answer questions, help anybody out in the community that I can. So love having you guys around. Thanks for joining. Thanks for subscribing. Leave the video a like and comment. Let's grow the channel up to over 1,000 here. We've only got a few more to be able to do it. I think the channel's at 935, somewhere around there right now. So yeah, love having you guys around. Thanks for sticking around for the full video. It's long. I hope it was informational and helped anybody out. Thanks, guys. Have a good day and a good weekend. Lastly, if you're still here, Sycamore Speedway races this Sunday, flat track. I will be out there Sunday racing the 250 and the 450. Come out, say hi. Love to meet new people. Peace.